Welcome back to another video on this channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Noah. I cover pretty much all things around solar marketing. I work with solar consultants and companies, run ads for them. So I have a lot to say about this. And today I want to talk about running solar ads in the wintertime because we just entered Q4. The next few months are going to get cold and we're about to approach the wintertime, which is kind of like the nightmare for the solar industry. But as I said, I've worked with a lot of companies and consultants, and I've also ran solar ads in the winter before pretty successfully. So I kind of want to cover the obvious disadvantages of running ads in the wintertime in the solar industry. But I also want to tell you about the benefits that you can actually get if you do it right. And then at the end, I want to give you some actionable tips and steps that you can integrate and do to make the most out of solar ads in the wintertime and maybe even get them to work better than in the summertime. So first of all, the disadvantages. Obviously, there's a lot less demand. So homeowners in general think that solar is not really worth it in the wintertime or is less efficient, which is kind of true. There are some actual benefits of going solar in the wintertime. I'm sure if you're in the industry, you know that, but obviously there's less sun exposure and we have like the snow and ice covering the solar panels depending on where you live. Now, this is also really dependent on where you live. I mainly talk about the US because I work with US companies and consultants. So there are obviously states where it's like super cold in the winter, and there are other states like southern states like California, Texas, and so on, where it's even in the wintertime, you still have like a good amount of sun exposure and solar can make a lot of sense. I think like if you're planning to target like a state where it's extremely like cold and harsh winters, then running ads will probably not make a lot of sense. But if you are planning to target states that are still have a bit of sun exposure, and even if it's still like the middle ground, you can definitely make this work. Now, all those disadvantages obviously conclude in a much lower demand in solar panels. So less homeowners wanting to go solar. So obviously it's going to be harder to get new people through the ads and people like new leads to sign up and everything. But now I want to talk about the benefits for us that we can actually get out of this. So first of all, there's way less competition. When you go into the Facebook ads library, you can see, it's public, that right now, as of like October 5th, there are 27,000 solar ads running in the whole USA, so in all states. And this is an extremely low number, because usually, like, so you can kind of compare this, like in the summertime, there are hundreds of thousands of ads running because solar is a super competitive industry. Everyone is running Facebook Meta ads, but right now there are only 27,000 ads, and this doesn't even mean that you compete with 27,000 companies because the average campaign is running like, I don't know, 4 to 6 ads at a time. So you're probably competing with less than 10,000 companies in the whole USA. Now, there may be a bit more, but you can generally say that the competition is much lower, which will make it way easier for you to actually make the ads work, because in the summertime it's just super hard. I don't know if you've experienced this, if you tried this already, but it's not easy to compete with all those different competitors and all those ads. And then the second benefit that you can get from this is if you still run ads in the wintertime, you can prepare your ads for summer and then crush your competition. So obviously you would run on a lower budget in the wintertime just to kind of keep the ads running, and then you would scale up when the summer comes along. But the simple fact that you keep running the ads in the wintertime when nobody else is running them is like extremely, extremely beneficial, because like this whole 4 to 5 months period, you keep testing your ads and finding new ads that work, and most importantly, you are still running your ads. So you're feeding your ad account with data, you're collecting data every single day, you're warming up your ad account. And even if you just run on like $30 to $50 a day, which is rather low in the solar space usually, like in summer I would usually recommend to go like start off with $50 to $100 a day, but even if you just spend like $30 a day, which is $900 a month over this time period, you can really warm up your ad account really well and test a lot of things and still get some results back so that you're not losing money or anything. And then when the summer comes along, you are in a much better place than pretty much everybody else that is just starting ads when the summer comes along. So you can just at this point scale your ads, like triple, quadruple your ad spend when the summer comes along, and you will get like way better results than your competition. And then the third benefit, or not even a benefit, but as I told you in the beginning of this video, I ran solar ads in the wintertime, and actually sometimes they work pretty well. In most cases they actually work. Obviously summer is better. For some people, like very few individuals, winter was actually better than summer, but in general, on average, you will get slower performance in winter, but that doesn't mean that you can't get your campaigns profitable and still make money from them. So for example, before I just give you some very actionable steps, homeowners have higher energy costs, so technically they are more likely to search for a solution for that, therefore solar. And even if they don't go solar with you in the winter time, you can build trust with them, and in the summertime they will choose you over any other solar company. So let's say you still run the ads and you still generate leads, and you just get in contact with them, talk to them, talk about their plans, talk about their energy bills. Some of them will immediately, even in the wintertime, go solar with you, especially in the sunnier states. And some of them, you can just keep them on your list, keep nurturing them, stay in contact with them. And then when like summer comes along, like January to March, somewhere in that range, they will contact you and they will go solar with you immediately. So it's like a big myth that ads in the wintertime in the solar industry can't work. And I mean, the only thing that you really need for this to be worth it for you is to hit break even. Because as I said, when you run ads in the wintertime, you will prepare for the summertime automatically. So your ads will crush everyone else in the summertime. And if you're not losing money during this process, then it's absolutely worth it for you. And as I said, in a lot of instances, you can still get the campaigns profitable in the wintertime and make money from them. Now I want to cover some actionable tips you can integrate before I end this video. So first of all, I would always rather try to come like from the angle of educating the homeowners. So instead of running your ads, save 70% on your electricity bill, you just specifically talk about like wintertime, because this is their like biggest objection. They think like, okay, it's winter, so I'm not gonna go solar. But if you just address this and try to educate them and tell them that solar can also work during winter, and really talk about this topic and weigh like pros and cons, then you might get people that are interested in this. Then the second tip I can give you is come up with winter special offers. They don't need to be different from the offers you're running in the summertime. Just frame them as like winter special offers, because I mean it just makes sense, because in the winter time the demand is lower. So if you come along and frame it as like a winter offer to get more people in, then this makes like total sense. And some people might want to take like the chance and save some money by going solar in the wintertime as opposed to in the summertime. And then the last tip I want to give you is obviously target sunny states. So as I said in the beginning, it doesn't really make sense if you target like states that are like really cold and have like really harsh winters. Obviously you can still do that, and I did it in the past. Like you can definitely make this work. It's just a bit harder, obviously. So the sunnier and the warmer the state is you're targeting, the easier it's going to be for you. So yeah, Texas, California, that area will be your best bet. But yeah, other states work too. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to tell you. I hope you have an idea now, and you can kind of tell for yourself if this is worth it for you to still run ads in the wintertime. I really like this approach of continuing to run ads during the wintertime, just to kind of crush competition in the summertime. And as I said, you can get great results in winter too. So I hope this video was helpful to you. And if you want to see more videos like this around solar marketing in general, then you can subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to work with me or have a chat with me about this, then you can book a call with me down in the description. If you're like a solar consultant, or if you got a solar company and want to run ads, even if you want to run ads in the summertime and want to kind of plan this out. So thanks for watching.